Amazing. Beautiful. Pretty. Marmawa art. E for Elizabeth.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. We have Elizabeth Thompson today, our e-girl for the A through Z series, and I love Soul Eater, so I'm really happy she won the poll over on Patreon. Don't forget to go check out the Patreon so you guys can hop into those polls and get your vote in for whatever we are voting on in the future. But before we get into this video, I would like to announce, even though I've already announced it on Twitter and everything, but I'm going to my first convention. Okay, I'm not going to my first convention, but I'm selling art at my first convention in Artist Alley. So the convention I'm going to is called KimiCon, and I'm super excited. I found out a little while ago, but I think it's because they're a new con. This is going to be their first year, so it took a little bit of work and back and forth before I was 100% sure I was going, and I didn't want to say anything until it was like just super confirmed, and I wanted to make like a cute little art piece with it. But yeah, I will be going to KimiCon, which is in Toronto, Canada. It'll be October 19th through the 21st, and I'll put a link in the description to the website so you can check out the other guests that will be there and get more details if you're interested in going. I'm super excited, and Sakimi-chan, who is an amazing artist, will be there as a guest of honor. So I really am looking forward to getting to possibly meet her. And if you haven't heard of Sakimi-chan, I'll put her art here, ding ding. She's an amazing artist, and I'll put a link to her gallery down in the description as well. But she will be there, and I just think her being there alone as a guest of honor and also creating the official art for the convention will just pull in a bunch of other really awesome artists. So I'm super excited to have the opportunity to meet a bunch of other artists and kind of really get into this artist community. It's the first time I've ever done anything like this with my art, so I think it's just a really awesome next step for me. And there's just a lot of stuff I have to do, like first of all, prints. That's gonna be pretty cool. I've never had to do prints before, and I think I have a couple pieces of art that are print ready, but I still want to hit maybe a couple more fan bases for one, and I wanted to create something that would be like a set that I could sell, and that wasn't just fan art, so I could have like a little something else there. So I'm playing around with that. I do have an idea, and I'm hoping I can just do it. I would also like to make it a YouTube series, just to give me something else to throw on the YouTube channel, because I like to just do those time-lapse videos, but I don't know, I feel like I really like to get involved and talk, and sometimes it takes like a lot of time. um, so I think it'll be good to have those different sets to draw for YouTube and to interact with you guys. So yeah, my plan is I would like to do a set of classes. Classes sound weird, like a math class print. But no, I mean like a JRPG print set, so kind of like a pinup style or a pinup style of different JRPG classes. So like the thief class, the warrior class, the like that kind of thing. So I do have a list set up for those, and I've got a couple ideas sketched out. And next month, I guess actually when this video goes out this month, I'm gonna get started on that and really just hunker down and get as many pieces out as I can. But you don't want to rush your art, especially if you're trying to get prints made for them. So I really I'm just so picky. But I really want them to look good, right? But I also need to that was, I don't know if you saw my last video, but that was one of the things too with my dementia piece. I had trouble finishing it, and part of that was because I had found out about this con, and I wanted to start making prints or start doing pieces that I think would be good to print. But I also wanted to experiment with my style, so I don't really feel like it was the best time to do that, so it was kind of hard to finish it. And I was kind of dealing with the idea of like, okay, do I practice my style or do I just kind of keep what I'm already doing so I can have some consistency with my prints? Because that's, I've been watching a million different like videos and trying to read up on conventions and just research in general. And a lot of people say you kind of want that consistent little branding bit with your art. So I didn't want to get too crazy trying to experiment and try different styles. So most of this video is just going to be me talking about the con and, just my life, because, why not? Let's just chill and hang out and talk about my artsy life. But, yeah, I know there's so much more to it than just the prints, though. But with that being said, if any of you that are watching this have had con experience, or if you have any input for what kind of prints you would like to see at a con, or if you have seen my other works, like which pieces you think would be, or, which pieces you think would do well at a con. And I am allowed to sell like NSFW work. I do have NSFW pieces of all of my work, so I'll just have to find cute ways to kind of like cover up stuff. I'm really excited. I'm really excited to figure out like a backdrop and have it like branded. I was thinking about doing a couple like cute stickers as well, but since it's my first con, I might keep it simple and just stick to just the art first, because since it's my first one, it is going to be a lot of, upfront costs. But this will set up the way for future cons, so I'll already have like a backdrop or some prints made, and just all those like little bits, like a cash box or just things like that. But I've really been wanting to kind of start buying all these little pieces and planning the logistical parts of it, but I'm actually also moving this month. So it's like I'm one of those people that when I find out I'm doing something, I want to think about it and work on it immediately. So it's really hard to kind of put it on hold since the move is coming up. I don't want to buy more stuff that we'll just have to move later. So I've been kind of waiting for when we move, which will be like in the middle of this month. So after that, I can really like just focus and, think about the prints and the gear that I'm gonna need and the food I should bring so I don't die and starve. And I am gonna have friends there, so it would be so awesome if any of you guys can make it out there. It'd be so cool to meet some of you. I think it'd be really fun. If you can't, I totally understand, but I'm super excited. This is a really cool art milestone for me, and hopefully it goes really well. I have no idea what to expect. You have to be kind of like a salesman, woman, or, and also an artist and just everything. Being like self-employed is, you just gotta be all the parts. So that's exciting. That's my life. Getting ready for a con, getting ready to move, and Splatoon. Honestly, like, after E3, I got so hyped for like every video game coming out. I don't know if you guys watched E3, and I know this is kind of like after the fact, but it was so exciting. And I haven't really had a console for a while just because saving up money, and I've actually like moved a lot. I used to live in Taiwan actually, so I just didn't keep a lot of things. It didn't make sense to keep things moving back and forth. So, excuse me, I haven't had a console, and like after E3, this past E3, there's like so many good like nostalgia games and just really good games in general coming out. So I was like, oh crap, like which console should I get? I really want a PS4, honestly. But then I started playing the Octo expansion for Splatoon 2 on my boyfriend's Nintendo Switch. And when Splatoon 2 first came out, I played it on his Switch. And I don't know, I was just like, yeah, whatever. I wasn't really into it. But then I started playing the Octo expansion. And I think on top of being on Twitter, like all the art of the Inkling, like all the Splatoon 2 fan art that I see is just super cute. And I always would like retweet it, or like I just love all the art that comes out of it, even though I had no idea what it was, but I was like, whatever. And then again watching E3, and I kind of had the Splatoon 2 like world championships on in the background. I think it was a combination of all that just got me really excited and into it, and now I'm just like a fiend, and all I do is like, it's not all I do, but it's play Splatoon. But I kind of wanted something outside of art because it's kind of weird, like being an artist that works for, you know, herself. You need those things that kind of separate yourself from your work because it can end up being like work and art all the time, because art used to be a hobby and now it's kind of more of a job for me, so it's like sometimes you need like that other thing to do. And I like to hike and, you know, do stuff, but I needed like something else. So I think Splatoon is just like the perfect thing right now, and so I'm loving it. I'm having so much fun. You know, I'm such a noob at it. I've only been playing for like a couple weeks, but that's my life. Video games and art, and you know, trying to just grow as an artist. Again, you guys, you guys are awesome. I know this is like a really rambly one, but this month has just been crazy with moving. Like, you know, I had plans fall through for the move. I was supposed to move at the end of this month, but that fell through, and so we had to find a new place. There's just been a lot going on, so thanks for just hanging out while I just ramble about my life. You guys are awesome. And again, if you have any tips or anything you'd like to share about convention going, whether you're an artist yourself or like what you kind of would expect from an artist at an artist alley, or like how would you feel like interacting with an artist? Because I know sometimes I go to artist alley and I don't really know how to talk to certain artists. Like, what do you think would be most approachable? And, you know, like, again, what kind of prints would you like to see? Are there certain fan bases or certain shows that you would really like? I know, like, I feel like Voltron is really big right now, and like Darling in the Franxx. But anyways, besides that, like, I'm just brainstorming. um, we're getting to the end of the video and I don't know what to say and I have to burp. And I'm not gonna edit that because it's kind of late when I'm recording this, and I just want to feel like it's casual and fun, and we're close, awesome art friends. So, but yeah, before I do end the video, I also wanted to say that once I am settled into my new apartment and all moved in, I am really considering streaming again. The only thing that would stop me is the specs of the computers and everything, but I'm going to look into it and try to get it all set up so that I can stream for you guys again. I know a couple people have been really asking, so it'd be fun. We can do a couple streams, some art streams every now and then, and hang out even more. So keep an eye out for that. I'll definitely keep you guys updated on Twitter. And thank you all so much again for coming to hang out and listening to me really, really ramble this time. And don't forget to check the descriptions for, you know, links to the convention, KimiCon, and to Sakimi-chan, and all my links are down there too. And special shout out to my patrons over on Patreon, Tank238 and Metavrug. You guys are awesome, and if you guys haven't checked out the Patreon, give it a look. I've got some special goodies over there. We have exclusive polls, NSFW versions of my art, works in progress, you know, cool stuff like that. And yeah, until next time, stay fresh. No, goodbye.